empty cup. Just crack a smile and fill it up. Fill it up.
Welcome to After the Final Pour, brought to you by the Malting Hour. I am one of your hosts, Tony Golick, joined always with
Brandon Winninger.
And
Clark Fettridge.
And
Danny Polly.
all right. Hey, guys, all four of us. Look at this, doing it After the Final Pour.
Who'd have thunk?
Hey, Clark, you curated the shorts episode. Why don't you curate my shorts?
I do remember that shorts episode.
Thank you.
I do remember that episode.
Yeah, now curate this one because it's
And
another
now,
shorts
for After the Final Pour, we are drinking a beer, or shall I say an ale, that Tony and I have had numerous times. I'd say 4 to 5 to 6 iterations of this beer.
Yes.
And when we first saw it, when I first brought it back from Michigan, when Shorts was only in Michigan, we thought it was strange.
Absolutely. But we liked it
But
a lot.
after having it, we're going, that was strange, but I want some more of that. So I feel this is probably the 5th iteration of this beer that we've had. We are drinking Shorts Brew Anniversary Ale. It's a wheat wine ale brewed with peppercorns, blood orange, and orange zest.
I believe it's anniversary 18.
This is the 18th.
Yes. So you and I normally seek out this beer, or have sought out this beer numerous times. It's come in different iterations, 6-packs, 4-packs. Now it's in 16
Bombers
cans.
Bomber once.
Yeah, I think so. We came to really love this beer, especially I think it's the blood orange.
Is it always the same thing every time?
Correct. If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Roughly.
It's always, they don't change it. Maybe I don't know if they alter the recipe or anything, but it's always the blood orange peppercorn stuff.
Yeah, it looks like 2015 was the first one.
Which is funny that this is XVIII.
Why is that funny?
Well, because, 2015 and it's 2022. It hasn't been 18 years.
But that wasn't the first year it came out.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
I don't think. No, the first one we drank. Sorry if I wasn't clear.
No, you weren't, idiot.
The first one Tony and I drank was in 2015.
Around. Dan, what do you think about this beer?
I wasn't really thinking that hardcore, but I really like the blood orange in it.
Yeah.
Again, they're like hitting the fruit for me. It's actually, I feel like it's a little more carbonated than normal for a wheat wine. Or at least like for the Goose Island ones I've had, because I haven't had a ton.
Sure.
But those are also barrel aged. But I think I like it more than a lot of the other high ABV ones we've had from them. I get a little bit alcohol burn, so I will say a little bit alcohol burn,
it's
but
a little
not
hot.
nearly as bad as the other one.
I remember that, though, from other years. Brandon, what about you?
Yeah, I like it. I'm getting the blood orange. I'm getting like a slight little spiciness of peppercorn. And like just overall, I feel like it's... What's the ABV on this?
200.
Just under 10.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like it drinks necessarily that heavy. I don't know. It's a pleasant drink. I think the carbonation on it is good. I'm not saying that it's over-carbonated or whatever. But I don't know. I like it.
Can I interject one more thing? I just want to say, I feel like when I was thinking again when you said the peppercorns, the hotness I was getting from the booze I was saying, it may be the peppercorns, because it's like a tingly...
Sure. That
It could
makes
be
sense.
peppercorns.
Yeah, but I think there's also a little like slight alcohol burn that I'm getting with it too.
So, Clark, you and I have already had this before.
4 to 5.
Well, I mean, this one.
Oh, this year.
This year.
Yeah, but almost exactly a month ago.
I think you and I had the same impression of it. Is your impression changed today?
Not much, and I have 2 cans left. I want to drink it without having anything else beforehand.
Which is what we've done both times.
What we did tonight and what we did a month ago. I think that's changing my perception and, should I say, review of it.
Should you say? Of course you should.
I did. Because I'm not enjoying it as much as I remember both times.
Yeah.
A month ago and now. I'm not disliking it. Something's different.
Yeah, I'm with you. When we drank it a month ago, I think you're on to something when you say don't drink anything else and then have this, because maybe that would be something that would help us and maybe appreciate it a little bit more. I am getting the same, and dude, maybe it's my palate. I don't know, or it's shorts. I think maybe I need to try, like, when I go home, drink another. I don't have any IPAs at home, but I need to have an IPA because I'm still getting that same, like, bitterness that we got from the other
I
shorts.
do think that is a shorts thing, though. I will say a lot of times I've had their beers and
I don't
there's
fully remember
bitterness
that
there.
from. Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting bitterness, but this is like a harsh bitterness that I'm not enjoying. Like the fruit, like you mentioned the blood orange, Dan. That like it's really good. I actually let it sit like on the tip of my tongue, like a little bit of mouthful before it gets to, like, the back and sides of my tongue, and that's what I remember the beer tasting like. Like if you can, like if you guys, I finished mine because I was like, I'm gonna get through this. If you guys have beer left, like literally take a sip, let it sit towards the front of your mouth. Don't Brandon can't do it. Let it sit towards like the front of your mouth before letting it get to like the middle and the sides, and I feel like you get more of the blood orange, maybe a little bit more of the peppercorn, but then as I go to like swallow it and finish it, I get that like almost astringent bitterness.
I feel like you're getting the pith.
Yes.
I get pithiness.
Yes, it is a pithiness. It is a pithiness, just like
Pith in your mouth.
Do you want to have it? Yeah. Well, I hate pith in my mouth.
So, based on your check-ins,
Yes.
basically what you said lines up with every other check-in you've had.
Really? Mm-hmm. I have this like fantastic
I agree.
thought in my head as this being one of the best beers I've ever had
But
in my life.
I do remember each time, and my check-ins on Untapped, every first one for the year says, yeah, this is fine, but I'm looking forward to the second one because that's when I like it better. That my first ever check-in grew on me. I think I'll like the second bottle even more.
Interesting that we don't like the beer, but we want to like.
We
have
always
more
go
of it.
back and think it's the most.
And it's not a bad beer. I mean, I don't think any of us will.
This beer sucks. I wonder what it'll taste like in 6
Oh,
months.
it's interesting. It's different and it's fun.
Yeah.
I guess I just remember it being more like a blood orange beer that like introduced me to like wanting to have blood orange in beers. And
I mean, I think
maybe-
there's a lot of blood orange in here, and that.
But I remember that like standing out, like not this bitterness. Maybe like
I do feel. I
Yeah,
feel
being
like
super
I haven't had a
sensitive to it
sip
right
in a
now.
while. I do feel like I'm getting like. I feel like the alcohol burns like lingering on my
Sure.
tongue, which maybe is what you're talking about. I don't know.
could be. But overall, I mean, hey, Shorts, please just keep making good beer. Emphasis on the good beer.
I will say one year they didn't do this for their anniversary, and it was a different beer, and I was very disappointed.
What was it?
It was just like a triple IPA, which was
Fuck
way
that
too...
shit.
You know what though? Like even if this isn't your favorite beer,
It is though.
it's. Well, I'm just saying, like if it's not your highest rated or whatever. But what's interesting about it is that they're consistent with doing it every year.
Yeah.
And I know it's hard to make that comparison year over year. You know, when you don't have that. You know, the year before. But it would be interesting to just, like, you guys have had several iterations of this, just to kind of see how it develops or changes. Because in my mind, like, there's no way that the first time they released this versus now, it's the exact same recipe.
Right.
You know, things have to be tweaked throughout the year. And it hasn't, like, and I think about, like, the availability of fruits and, like, all that kind of stuff. So if there's more or less of something, or if they change, like, what of the blood orange they put in there, maybe there's blood orange peel versus actual juice. I'd be curious to know, unless they just stick straight to, like, here's what we do every year, this is what it's going to be. So, but I feel like I'm almost positive, like, the first couple times this came out is not the same as what it is now. So,
Yeah, probably. I could see that.
Well, that's the weird thing that Tony and I keep going back to is, I don't want to say our shock on this specific year's, but
That's exactly what I did when I
I
tried
don't know.
it.
I don't know what it is about this year that we keep reacting to that we're surprised about, even though.
Apparently, all my check-ins. And your
But you look at all the check-ins, the beer, the clarity, the darkness, it all looks exactly the same.
That's wild.
And I would have said this year's is so much darker and so much heavier.
Now I'm
sure
looking
it's-
forward to next year's iteration of
And we'll be
this.
saying the same thing in
maybe
11 months.
And then maybe it's just time I just,
There are not many beers I send my dad out to get when he's in Michigan that you can only get in Michigan. This is about one of two of them, both from Shorts, that say, Daddy, could you drive to the local liquor store and see if they have this, please?
That is
He drove to 3 local liquor stores.
That's
2
actually,
weekends in a row.
That's actually how Clark says it. Like, I've heard him say that. Like, in fact, I actually have a recording of the first time we sent him out. And
Do a reenactment of that.
Did you? No, I'm going to play the recording.
Oh, yeah, play it.
I'm going to play the recording. Right, here we go. And let me find my phone real quick.
Daddy, Tony and I were just talking in the backyard. If you would, I know it's not on your schedule, but if you would drive to the liquor locker and see if they have a Shorts Brewing Company anniversary ale, that would be splendid. Yeah, I can do that for you, Clark. Oh, thank you, Daddy. If they don't have it there, don't worry. Just hurry on back.
So there you go. I mean, that's...
You know what's fucking amazing is Clark has completely lost his British accent.
It was like 4 months ago I asked him to go do that.
Well, I mean, that recording is from, like, 2015.
Oh, the original. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
the first time we had it.
Well, yeah, when Clark and I first started working together, he had, like, a straight-up British accent. But that was because he was watching a lot of Downton Abbey.
A very regal British accent.
No, of course. Well, I'm glad I still had that on my phone.
Spends a lot of time in Michigan. You know, they got all those Brits
All
up
those
there.
Brits with their tart
That's
cherries.
right. That's right, yeah.
Them Brits and them tart cherries. Am I right? All right. I think that's going to do it. Well, you guys want to give it... Brandon, give it a rating. Come on, baby.
I'm going to go 3.5.
3.5. Danielson.
I was going with 3.75.
Is that? Should I not say Danielson? Like, am I mocking Pat Morita at this point? Like, right from Karate Kid?
I don't know.
Am I gonna get canceled for this shit?
No.
Danielson.
I would do 3.75. It's a little overcarbonated, but overall good. To me.
Clark Bartholomew.
3.75. Agreed. I want it to be more, but it's not. But I still like it.
I feel like if I don't know what I checked it in as. I think maybe I did 3.75 or 3.5. If I did 4, it was because I was just happy I was having it again.
It's interesting. The last time I think we had it was 2018, so it's been a number of years.
It's been a while. Right? No, Stained. Fuck Aaron Lewis.
He's been canceled.
He's definitely canceled. That guy's a piece of shit, but he still loves Fred Durst. And who doesn't love Fred Durst? All right, Clark. Thanks for coming back. Dan.
Peace.
I thought you looked like you were about to yell into the mic or something. Maybe you're gonna say.
I was waiting for a thanks for coming back.
Thanks for coming back.
Peace.
Brandon, love you, buddy.
Love you too, bud.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
This has been The Malting Hour. Be sure to follow us on all social media by searching The Malting Hour and at themaltinghour.com. You can also follow us individually on social media. Brandon can be found on Instagram as BMDub81, on Twitter, BDub81, and on Untapped as BDubDrinksBeer. Tony can be found on Instagram and Untapped under Ace of Help Chicago, on Twitter, The Ace of Help Chicago. Clark can be found as Clarkowski on all three. Dan can be found on Instagram as hip__hops and hip hops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like, and rate the show on your preferred podcast listening platform. Until next time, cheers from all of us at The Malting Hour.